It's 5 p.m. We've just had a water truck go past. So I walked out the front to see what was going on. Next minute, a tractor with a big rotary brush, like a road sweeper, gone through and has gouged the crest off of the centre of the road and sprayed the loose dirt that is ground off to the side. You can see that dark band all the way along. So I guess, even though it's 5 p.m, they're doing preparation for putting on the blacktop, which we've been waiting to get through the wet season so that they could do, and then they were waiting for my wife to actually drop the water level in the dams and everything because it was seeping out and running across the road and preventing them from commencing. Well, we did that with some help of the brother-in-law who kindly came and opened up some of the floodgates and let some of the water go to the bottom dam, and from the bottom dam to the original drain that was the creek that went on the road. So it's been quite eventful. So I can still hear the machines behind me, and now I guess that they're going to turn around and come back the other way, but I can hear the noises and I can see Thalinee down on the corner wandering, having a sticky beak. She's just gone around the corner, you can't see her now. Somebody coming down the road. Thalinee's wandering back, and there's a lady here. You have a bag of vitamin. It's kind of got bitty. We've got dogs and people on bikes, and Thalinee dragging a bag of manure. I'm not being a dick, I would help her. But if I offered, she said, no, okay. And you'd be surprised where that's going. Oh no, I thought it was going in the dam. Occasionally a bag gets thrown in the dam. And believe it or not, that's quite common practice. Lots of stuff in the manure that the fish kind of like. We're just about at the limit brightness for this camera now, so I'll just close off. You know how we were talking about the fish might get it? There we go. The fish can get some manure as well. Well, I worked at 3:30 a.m. for a comfort break and had a look outside, and you can see now in the light that both sides of the road have been tarred, so they've been working well into the night, and you can just see it in the headlight. So these guys have been pretty busy. I'm guessing they're behind schedule because the wet season, and they want to get into it and get it done complete. So we've got the blacktop. We've just had a roll roller go through, the one with the steel drum on. So he's crushing any irregularities, and somebody's obviously been through with a can, and they've spray can or something, and they've put markings on the road. Not a lot else happening at the moment, but so these guys are backing these articulated trailers all the way down the road from the farm. He's backed that thing almost a kilometre. Incredible. Back to the round corners and curves. Ready, Cap? And that's the second one. One's already been passed, which I didn't get the opportunity to capture on video. Hello! Cars that will want to pass him coming this way, and as you see the motorcycles that are passing him coming from behind me. You think there's got to be a better way, and the road that comes in from Bangkok Sun going into it from the other direction, it's just a no-no. There's a creek bed and other things that you've got to drive through to get to it that way. So this is the main thoroughfare in, and the other small road to the noodle shop out on the main road that direction. Well, that's a goat track. You wouldn't be able to fit that through it. The width is not there. I hear more noise, and here's another truck. So this is the third one. They're doing all right. They're going in convoy in reverse. Interesting. We have black bitumen on. We don't have black bitumen. We have tar. Through the night they came and they completed the other side, as I showed you earlier. It was up at 3:30. Everything's black down into the distance, so cars are still running on it. They're laying the road and allowing traffic to move at the same time, but you try to avoid, well, particularly driving a car on the surface at the moment, because what's here is a mixture of sprayed tar. I can smell it here. Usually they use diesel fuel as thinner, make it more sprayable without the need for the other types of plants, which were, if you've ever seen them, they had big burners under the tar tank, heating it up to make it more flowable so it would spray. Common practice of quite a few years now, is they've found that mixing diesel fuel with the tar, which makes it more sprayable through the nozzles. The only thing with that is that it stinks, and that smell will be with us for a few weeks after they've completed the road. But okay, guys, well, they're still proceeding with this road. We had 5 doubles, semi-trailers, and they're trying to negotiate this corner going backwards, and it's taking some of them quite a few attempts to get round there. But it's no mean feat. It's a 90-degree corner, and the corner is not the width that you see the road is here. It's probably about 2 metres skinnier, and they're reversing around it with a trailer on the back. So they're rigid with a bogie, and the bogey's carrying another trailer, so they're doing well. But we counted 5 so far, and there's our front wall. So that's all dry, and it really needs a coat of paint, but I'm going to have to dig out some of this dirt which has been piled up against it, and then we'll get a bit of colour on that. And I have to think about putting these panels between the upper posts for security. There are people about to get a big surprise, because getting a lot of motorcycles and people coming sort of back on the road, but just around this corner, that corner down there, is the road plant. They might find a way past it, but it won't necessarily be easy. Well, they're going, they're trying, but I'm sure there are places like here in front of us where that might not be so easy. Straight, there's really nowhere to go off on the verge, because that's solid trees that side, and we've got our wall and fence line down this way. So the road plant is just on the very corner at the moment. It looks like we've got people who have parked motorcycles and things. Just, if I can zoom in, there's a little road just there where that person's walking, going into that next farm, and there's a small area there that you could park cars or motorcycles. But beyond that, I don't know how far I can zoom in. 2 times, okay. You can just see the road plant on the corner there. The hopper is towards us. Behind it, I can just see through the trees the road roller. In fact, there's 2 rollers, 2 different ones. Yeah, one's got the steel drums on it, and I think the other one's got the rubber-tired one. The road plant's there at the moment. I guess he's waiting for a truck. To be perfectly honest, I'm not sure what they're putting down this time. Last time, it was they would spray the road with raw tar, and then they would put gravel on it, like cracked granite, or like you'd see in concrete. Do they call it gypsum or something like that? And that would be the road surface. Of course, the other type is, bitumen, which is a much finer cracked stone mixed with tar prior to being put down. So let's see what happens, because I haven't seen a tar sprayer like we had initially that was sprayed on the surface here. Agglomerate or fix the surface, probably like a primer in one way. Hello, very cap. So it looks like he's unhitching the bogie trailer. I don't know, maybe he's going to go forward and then maybe reverse back. I think so. He's going to try and reverse back past his trailer, and he's going to empty the load of road material from a main truck into the hopper of the road laying machine. Yeah. It's a tight squeeze, but he's doing a damn good job. He got through the gap all right. About 1.5 foot on this side, and not even a foot on the other side. Oh! As you saw, the old chap on the bike and sidecar didn't hesitate for a minute. He waved at the driver and then went around the side of him, even though the driver was sort of heading over that direction with the tail of the truck. In Thailand, on the road, if somebody sees a gap, they take it. They don't hesitate, they go straight for it. Don't think about the consequences, they just reckon get through there quick, and everybody's happy. He sees I've committed. The driving style you have to get used to here in Thailand. Don't complain about it. Don't say, oh, it's better in the home country, adapt. That's the environment. So he's backed up and he's starting to lift, immediately going to fill the hopper of the road laying machine. Now, I don't know how much material each truck carries, if the hopper can accept full load in one go or not, but I wouldn't think so. Maybe a third of a tip, but we're going to see. So I'll let the camera roll and I'll break it down a bit. That looks very, very much like what we would call in Australia a hot mix. I don't know that it's hot, but it's the finer bitumen style, not the rough stone. A tar macadam, Scottish term for a tarred road. A road in Scotland apparently is a macadam, or it was the man who invented the system of putting tar on a road. I'm not sure. I'll look that up and I'll let you know. I'm trying to sound very educated and I'm doing guesstimates on fact. I vaguely remember reading it. What the outcome was, I'll get back to you. And there's another bike finding its way around all the equipment. Guys merrily working away with their machinery, and the motorcycles and sidecars are finding their way past and through. He was a pretty straight-faced sort of guy. Most people will smile and wave or say, "What a cap." Well, the machine's moving forward slowly, so I guess it's laying, it's processing. Looks like the hopper is opening up, the side's coming down. On the side we can see where the guy standing in blue is. Okay, so the truck is putting in another dose or a top up of material. We will see what the material is when they're closer. There's no smell coming off the trailer beside me from the hot mix type of stuff, because it would be sort of quite hot and cooking in there, and the tar smell would be coming off as a vapor. So there we go, he's tipped another load in there. And the hopper is closed. That must have been it. So it takes what's in the truck for each load. That's a lot. It doesn't look like it's that big. Maybe it's not full. Maybe the truck hopper isn't full. Maybe that's how they do it. This guy's going to have to wait. There ain't nowhere for him to go. Oh no. They've done some signals. Ready, cab? And he's going to sneak past again. Well, this time I'm a little bit more confident about my wall not getting hit, because it's the side he sits on. Always a big smile. And he's going to back up again, connect up to the ring feeder. That's the hitch for the truck. Ring feeder's on the back. As you can see, it's like a funnel shaped thing, so you don't have to be inch perfect. Just about 4 or 5 inches close is good enough. He's going to hop out and check that. There it goes. The lever drops down any further, so bits of equipment moving, people trying to coordinate. I don't know what tonnage these are. The actual, with the lower size, maybe it's less. So we'll watch a little bit more. Okay, so somebody signed off on a load. I guess that's accounting for the office. How many loads? Now the truck is gradually moving forward with the machine this time, and the machine is following. Oh. He was asking whether it's going to be on YouTube. Yes, it will be. Well, the next truck has arrived and tipping into the hopper. There are men and women on this team. This is a lady closest to us. Here comes the road. The road plant is now past our front gate, as I just said, and the road rollers are working. Recapping on that too. But now we can see that the impact that the road rollers are having. The surface is becoming more consistent. Here's the machine coming now. He gave me a smile. Thai people are beautiful. So this is our lovely new road. Nice bitumen road. Won't stay this way for long, I'm sure, but it's quite a pleasure to drive on at the moment. So 3 or 4 days of being an obstacle course for most of the inhabitants and residents down here, but it's all good now. I'm pretty sure everybody's happy. All the young lads that like to zoom along will probably be enthralled by it and trying it out. Yeah, looking really good. A bit of blacktop for a while. I'm being a little bit sort of, how to say, apprehensive on how positive I'm being, but you learn not to be disappointed too much. Just got to be open to whatever the outcome is, and fine, move on. But all looking good. Beautiful blue sky today. Puffy white clouds. Really looks lovely. We turn the corner onto the last straight where we live. The man on the right had the harvester through today. He's taken his crop off of these ones closest to our farm, Paddy's closest. So ours is looking quite yellow too, so we are very close to being harvesting as well. Well, you might think that was a bit of a mundane subject, but I'm trying to give you a window into day-to-day life in Thailand. You know, some things are the same, some things are very different. Yeah, the very different things are usually cultural based. Things like, simply laying a bitumen road. You might wonder how they do it, you might not. I guess that trying to take away some of the misconceptions, trying to take away some of the fairy tale stories or environment that you might have pictured in your mind. It's a very real place, very beautiful place for me. It's my sweet spot. So this is a window into my life in Thailand. I will be bringing you more on similar subjects, and I'll be bringing you more on very different subjects. Some will be very, very cultural based and very different. I love it. Hopefully you'll get something from it. I do appreciate your comments. I do appreciate your questions. And whatever questions or comments you have, please put them down below in the comments section. I will address them, and hopefully you'll get something from that too. I do really like the likes. Please give me a like, and the subscribe button, that helps me along too. You may be thinking that YouTube and the views, people get money for the ads. They do, but you've got to get to a subscriber level and number of hours viewed before that happens. They do basically pay only pennies for thousands of views, and so that's a small help, but it also gives me the ability to post links to other interesting stuff that I can put you in touch with. Until I get to that sort of level, I can't do that. So there's a lot more I could give you if you give me a little help along. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch up with you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.